Hey lovelies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are having a lovely, marvelous, and spectacular day, because the only things that matter here are you, me, the arts, and the fact that none of the other shit matters anyway, so we might as well have fun. And we are doing a story time today. We're going back to high school. I can't remember what my last story time was, but I know it was college story time because I've been alternating. So yeah. So let's go back to baby Mari. I was talking to my best friend the other day, and she said, because she's a teacher, and she said that she told her students that she graduated 7 years ago, and they were like, oh my god, that they were so excited. And one of our old teachers posted a picture of us from freshman year, which was 10 years ago. So we felt ancient, and this story time takes place 10 years ago. Oh my god. So I was a freshman. A little bit about just me in school. I was usually like, for the most part of my school career, I was like a goody two shoes. Not to like the teacher's pet level, because I used to talk a lot, and when I would get in trouble for talking, I would usually talk back. Like, I was sassy. So I'm not over here. I'm not like all the way up the teacher's ass. But I wasn't like, class clown or doing bad in school or acting crazy, getting sent to the principal's office all the time. I was always a student ambassador, involved in some type of student activities, getting good grades. So if you watched my my boyfriend's dad almost shot us video, storytime video, then you know that I really, was chilling in school for the most part until I was like a junior or senior in high school. Because that's when I called myself getting into my first serious relationship. But this was before that. This was like my first boyfriend that I called my boyfriend, even though he wasn't doing nothing. I wouldn't let nobody touch me, child, look at me, nothing, until my boyfriend and my other story time when I was 17. I was on my way out of my mother's house. She told me I had to be out of her house. I was on my way because I had my full ride to my college. So anyway, so I was like 15, and how did this start? Basically, my best friend noticed that this boy was like flirting with me consistently for a while, and I'm always gonna blame her for this. She like, I feel like he was like lingering around me one day, and she asked, I don't know if she asked me why we weren't dating, or if she asked him why he didn't ask me out or something like that. But either way, it ended up putting me on the spot, and he ended up like either turning to me and asking me or something. And child, I was so like I said, I was a goody two shoes. I was a nerd, and it was my first year of high school, so I really didn't think that nobody was checking for me. I used to wear suspenders and big ass bows in my hair and like high socks, like, yo. So I was flabbergasted and I was shook, and I didn't know like what to say. And he was cute. What we gonna call him? Okay, so we're gonna call him Aubrey. It'll make sense later. So Aubrey was like probably my height. He was Dominican. He was a Scorpio. His birthday was 11/11. The drama child. And the damn... Woo! Oh, I'm sorry. I just got triggered because... one, allergies. But I just got triggered because I ended up talking to a Scorpio like 2 years ago, and then the same Scorpio at the beginning of this year, and we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it until I make an astrology video, because we'll be here all day. Anyway, so yeah, he was Dominican. He was older than me. And then back in my school, we had like, I guess it's still segregation, because like I never went to school with nobody white until I went to my college. When I was back home in Jersey, it was only black kids and Spanish kids that we went to school with. Like, except for one singular boy that was Chinese when we were in elementary school, and like through middle school, he was like the only Chinese boy not in the neighborhood, obviously, but like he was the only one that we grew up with. Other than that, it was just like black kids, different type of black, African, Caribbean, black, and then Latinx, just all that whole diaspora. But what happened in my high school is we used to like separate, like not just by like the normal high school ways, like okay, like the cool people sit over here and the emo kids sit over. No, we used to have like a table of Spanish kids like in the lunchroom, and I didn't think that was weird until now, me being an adult. I'm like, why did all the Latino kids sit together all the time and just like stay around each other? But anyway, my whole point in saying that was that until he had like put himself in my view, like being around me, floating around me when we were in school, I wasn't really checking for him, because he used to just only be around the other Latino kids. So fast forward, I think he gives me it's a rosary. It's like a black wooden rosary. If I find the picture from high school that my teacher sent, I'm going to post it, because it has it in it. And I was like, damn, this is sick, because this is 9th grade. If y'all seen the picture in color, y'all would be like, Amari, what did you have on your body? Anyway, so he gave me that, and one day my mom was driving me to school. Let's keep in mind, my mother has grown a lot in these 10 years. Let's keep that in mind. So we're driving. I used to like to test my mom, because she was so overprotective and so extra when I was growing up. So I used to like to test her. I do the same thing with my dad. And so I think she asked me like where the rosary had came from. And I told her. I was like, oh, this boy likes me and he gave it to me, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if I just started talking about him or what, but I told her that he was Dominican. Child, why she gonna say, well, you gotta be careful, because the Latina boys be hot-blooded. I said, now, what the hell? First of all, what the hell does that mean? My mother was raised Southern with my grandma. Like, my mom, the reason why my mother is like this, I know, is because of my grandmother. And my grandmother is 86 now. And she got that, like, black woman thing where, for some reason, they, like, take... Well, not for some reason. Obviously, my grandmother was right off the cusp of slavery. Like, she was basically a sharecropper. Like, she used to go and pick cotton or pick... I don't think she picked cotton. She picked something. If it wasn't cotton, she was somewhere picking tobacco or something right after everybody was supposed to be free and all these things, basically. So she has this weird, like, this is our America, but it's not just like the smoke for white people, it's also for like everybody else that's come here. So my mom has been raised with that ideology, and I just remember being like, Mom, what the hell are you talking about? What the fuck? Me and her used to be beefing back then, so I was very upset. I was like, what are you talking about? It's funny because what she meant was horny. That wasn't just because he was Latino. He was a teenage boy, and he was a Scorpio. He was extremely horny. She was right. She was just extremely prejudiced when she said it. That's neither here nor there. It just happened to be in my notes. Like I said, I was a goody two shoes, whatever. Everyone was pissed at my school because, like I said, my mom didn't really know. I just told her this boy liked me and blah blah blah. But at school, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, we were connected. So everybody, when I say everybody was pissed, I just mean like faculty, teachers, like everybody was like, Amari, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's going on? I had his baby picture in my desk. He had my baby picture in his desk, I'm pretty sure. And I remember people asking me about it and just being like, y'all are dating, like da da da. My teachers were over it. They were like, you do not need to be with that person, da da da. Like, as if we weren't 14 and it wasn't going to go to hell. Any whore. So my first kiss that I can remember, like, I have like blurry, like, pre-K kindergarten memories, but my first kiss that I can remember was with him, and I remember being horrified because, like I said, I didn't let nobody get up in my space. So he used to like wait for me after school. I remember one day I was hiding by my desk because I was like, I don't want him to come try to kiss me. And I think the next day, he like, probably like early in the morning, he just pulled up on me at my desk and like cocooned me in my desk, and that's where I had my first kiss in 9th grade. And yeah, so we was chilling, everything was cool, we was vibing, we was having a good time. So as we covered, I was with a horny teenage boy, Scorpio man, and anytime he could get the chance after our first kiss, he wanted to be in my face, kissing on me, grabbing on me, pulling me somewhere. And mind you, my high school was not that big. I remember, like I said, we used to be segregated, so I remember, because sometimes I would have to travel, you know, to his friends, which was just a group of people that were also Latino, but they wouldn't be around my friends because we were segregated in my school. So I remember going to like be around his friends, and one of the girls like had a whole bunch of condoms, and she was like, do y'all need them or something like that? And I'm like, and he like looking at me like, do we? And I'm like, chat, where are you gonna put that? Where you gonna put that? I almost had a heart attack. You tried to kiss me. Let's get it together. Let's really get it together. So he was always trying to tongue me down everywhere, in the school, everywhere, because we really could only see each other at school, one of them type of things. My mom was extremely overprotective. We talked about this. So Aubrey decided one day, I don't know what the fuck we was doing, but one day we was in tiny ass hallways in my school. My school's in an office building. If you haven't watched none of my high school story times, my school's in an office building. I'm gonna write a tell all about it because I think that was child abuse. Like, I'm really not trying to be funny. Like, so many scandals and nonsense has come out of my school. Like, gotta write a book. But yeah, so we're in these little ass hallways in the stairs. Mind you, they put cameras up, but we don't know, like, we're not thinking about the camera. But I was going somewhere. I think I was going downstairs. He was coming up the stairs or something. He caught me in the hallway. And child tried to take my face off. Like, we both had big lips. And I love other people with big lips because I have big lips. Like, romantically, I need to be with someone else that has big lips. However, like I said, I was 14 and we was at school and he was trying to take my face off. Like, y'all remember Monsters Inc., that little suction machine shit that the lizard one was trying to get Mike, and he was going suck the sound out his body. That. And honestly, if you ever been romantic with a Scorpio, okay, so yeah, so he tried to take my face off in the hallway, and it had to have been that same day. I'm chilling because that had to have been earlier in the day. I'm chilling, minding my business, yo. I'm chilling, minding my fucking business, and I get called to the office. So I'm thinking, I'm Amari. Everything's cool. Everything's a vibe. Like, they're probably calling me to do some, like, PR for the school. I'm actually in a PR video for my school. That's not me being extra. Like I said, I was a student ambassador. I'm like, maybe I gotta do a tour or something. Like, I would never think anything bad. I'm me. Like, I was literally voted Miss Insert high school name here. Like, that's in my yearbook. Like, literally, anytime it was some shit to do for that nut ass place, boom, poster child right here. It's me. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. The principal called me. I'm like, we're besties. Everything's gonna be great. Like, he's probably just like, Amari, what's up? How's it going? Checking in, asking me how my day is. Like, maybe he wants to buy me lunch. Like, I don't know. I'm the angel of the school. Ciao. I get in there, I'm shook. Because I'm pretty sure when I walked in, Aubrey was already sitting there. So, this is bad. This is bad. Like, this is terrible. This is the worst possible thing that could be happening right now. So, he's sitting there, and my principal is a middle-aged Southern man from Texas. Loves the Dallas Cowboys. Very loud, naturally, boomy voice, Giving very much dad. He was giving very much father. All my first year of high school, because my administration and a lot of my teachers change every year during my high school, hence trauma. So yeah, he was giving very much father. Like, what do y'all think that y'all are doing in my schoolhouse? I saw y'all on the cameras. I said, you what? There's proof of it. You call me up. So, you call me on camera. Neil, anyone that knows me will tell you, I love a good deniability of, like, the crazy person actions that I just be deciding to do sometimes. I always blame my Taurus moon. She's another bitch. Like, I don't know that girl. When I started drinking, smoking, I will excuse the hell out of me acting crazy. But I was caught on camera, like, it was a done bun. I'm shaking in my fucking boots. He's going in on this boy because he's like, why are you grabbing her up like that? Da-da-da-da. Like, why would you? This is school. Like, going in on us. And at first, I really, like, I was scared, but I low-key thought that I was in the clear because he was going in on him like, you shouldn't be yoking her up like that. Like, she's a young lady, blah, blah, blah. Very Southern. Very Southern. And I'm like, okay. He's just mad because we're dating. Like, I have been dealing with this shit for weeks. Like, fun fact, my first, do I want y'all to know this? So my first Instagram, I literally named it basically the equivalent of fuck y'all and y'all opinions. But, like, I tried to censor myself, and it was because of this relationship. Fun fact. I didn't remember that until recently. But it was because of this relationship. I felt like everybody was talking so much shit. Teachers, kids, everybody. But they ended up being right. Stay with me. So, my principal's going to fuck off, right? He's unnerved. He is blowing a fucking gasket, having a cow, a pig, 3 chickens, a farm. And I'm shook. He's like, what if I show this to your mother? Child, I would not be sitting here talking to y'all today had he thought that that was a reasonable thing to do. It's really giving my last high school story time because I was tweaking, like I said, in junior and senior year. Had my mom found out what happened in that story time, there would be no life in this body. Being tongued down in school. Bitch. So, like I said, I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. I think at some point he sent him upstairs. He sent Aubrey upstairs. He's like, you're sick. Like, get out of my face. I don't want to look at you. And I think that might have been when he asked me how my mom would feel if she saw it. And I'm like, please don't show it to my mama. Like, having a fit. So, I think he hit me with some like, okay, I won't show it to your mom, but you need to really consider the decisions you're making, young lady, and the type of person that you're, you don't need to be with this person, and you deserve better. And he was right. Let me tell you. And this, on top of many, many other things, is the reason why I would never go to my fucking high school reunion and why I hate all them fake ass bitches in there. So, I think maybe a month or two goes by. I remember because I broke up with him right before our anniversary. And so it had to be like a month. So I don't know how. Oh yeah, I do know how. So this is when I started making social media. Like I said, I made my first Instagram around this time. And I wasn't supposed to have social media. So I was on like a burner Twitter, like an emergency Twitter for like if I needed to see something or whatever the fuck. Like my name was up there. I was using like, I had a picture of Winnie the Pooh up there because my mom calls me Pooh. On some shit, right? And one day I'm just like, let me go over and see if I can find my man and see what he's been doing. Because like I said, we don't do anything outside of school. I know that he's one, more experienced than me, and two, outside more than me, because everybody was outside more than me because I only existed inside and in school. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what he's doing. I get on my little Twitter, I'm like, Aubrey, here, boom. Now, child, tell me why. Tell me why. This man is in a whole other relationship, bitch. Now, I don't know if it was like one of them online relationships, because we used to do weird shit like that. Like, you be Facebook married to somebody that you ain't never seen before in real life. I don't know. But I do know that the people that went to school with me was fake. Because y'all were following this man on Twitter and stuff like that. And nobody was gonna say nothing. Nobody was gonna say nothing. Also, he only dated black girls, and I was much cuter than that lady. I remember to this day, I just know I don't like to be catty. But I was just much cuter than that girl, and I was so confused. And I remember I found out, I don't know if I sent it to him. I probably like screenshotted it, sent it to him, and blocked him, because that sounded like me. Anyway, so it was a whole thing. I almost got fucking in trouble with my mother for this cheating ass little boy. Then I found out that he was talking to this girl. Everybody in my school was fake as fuck because nobody said nothing. And the Aubrey thing is finna come to life. Because anybody that's ever been with me, near me, around me, in my presence, and had that snatched away, felt some type of way. Usually tried to get it back, right? And so it was no different when I was younger. This man was so excited. Like, I'm talking months after we broke up into the next school year. He wasn't even going to school there no more. I think he got like, I want to say he got expelled, but I feel like that's like maybe too much. Like, maybe that's not what happened. He just started going to a different school. And this man sent me a "Hold On, We're Going Home" cover that he put on SoundCloud. And you know, back then we made fun of SoundCloud rappers. Now I'm a SoundCloud rapper. And what? Who gonna fight me? Who gonna fight me? You wanna fight me about it? Period. But back then, and he couldn't sing. Like, it was just terrible. He made this whole little thing. First of all, probably a liar. Probably lying. Like, I don't feel like that shit had nothing to do with me. I feel like he's just a liar. He got bored and he wanted to lie. But yeah, he sent me a Drake remix, thinking that was gonna do it. Just constantly texting me. I'm like, hit me up on Kick. Y'all know. Y'all remember Kick days. I was so annoying on Kick too, child. So fucking annoying. Talking to random ass people. Like, I used to be so bored. But anyway, this shit probably long as fuck. But yeah, I'm just glad that my mother was never informed of the way that I was behaving. Now I feel like I sound like a liar. Like, I kind of wilded in freshman year. But not really. Like, I was just dating a Scorpio. That's the real tea. But yes, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all will be back for my next one. We're doing queer-friendly sex ed hoe tips Wednesday. And my next story time, I want to do like a queer story. Because it's Pride Month. Happy Pride. Going to Philly Pride tomorrow. Gonna be super naked at New York Pride and hopefully LA Pride so I can see Meg and my cousins. Let me know if y'all want Pride vlogs, because I asked on Instagram. No one said anything yet, which I don't like. But yeah, check out my last whole tips, Freeing the Nip and Why You Should, and listen to my music. It's linked down below. And yeah, have a happy Pride, y'all. I am, like I said, trying to incorporate more queer content this month. So yeah, look out for queer, inclusive sex ed, hoe tips, and I'm gonna really gather y'all together. I'm gonna have y'all like my students, because I do queer, inclusive sex ed when I have students, when I'm teaching my young people. So yeah, I might have to. I won't give y'all the whole PowerPoint. Maybe I'll leave y'all the link to the whole PowerPoint, because it's quite detailed. But yeah, other than that, I will see y'all for Pride vlog, and I don't know what my first queer story will be, but we'll think about it. Bye, lovelies. I hope you have a lovely, marvelous, and spectacular day. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.